How you doing, people? Been a few days. We've been busy. Got my boy Colin here with me. Wearing a Slammer shirt, courtesy Slammer, Daryl Burgess. How you doing, Daryl? Long time no see. Lane, how you doing? Warren, Eric Nelson, how you doing? Jody Severance. I sent you an email, buddy. Sorry. Jody's been trying to get a hold of me for a month like a lot of people have. I haven't been answering. I haven't even been checking messages or emails. It's been pound salt that don't have it is what it's been here. I'll tell you that straight out. I thought a little update. Other than the fact it won't never quit raining. It isn't raining today, but the wind's still blowing. You can hear the plastic doing its thing. That'll quit when we get all of it buttoned up. But we have our tables in all the way around, at least the platform's up. You see that shelf in the back? That's going to be a 12-inch wide for vegetables and flowers. You can see where we're at. This has been quite a little project. In some ways, this has been easier than I thought, if you want to know the truth. Yeah, it's lumber intensive. It's definitely labor intensive.
We got the right tools.
Yeah, we got what it took to work with. I can't wait for this to get done. I think we figured out how to get the dirt in the boxes fairly easy. That's going to be the fun part. Get our little tomato plants out here and things that are going to be in the greenhouse, get that going. We are putting flowers in here too. They attract bees. You guys know. I ain't got to tell you nothing about that. Well, our little peach trees, they're starting to blossom right out. Seen a little bit of pink here and there. It's going to be a cool May here. I think this might have been a good move, this greenhouse thing. I really do. I'm pretty piped. See, we got a center table here. I didn't show you that. OSB's just there to work on. That's getting planks, just like everything. But what we're doing here on this end, I'm actually going to extend the table right to and butt it right up. We built it like that to be able to walk around while we're working. So we end up with 62 linear feet of table space, 3 feet wide. The center is going to be about 12 foot, and that's going to be 4 foot wide. And then we get 60 feet of them 1 foot wide boxes up around. From the angle we're at here, I'm facing directly north. So south behind me, east is to the right of me, west, you know how the deal works. We get good sun here. I'm not going to crowd anything in here. I'm going to treat it just like it's a garden. But I understand the greenhouse tomatoes, and we did get more of a commercial variety tomato plants, and they're not far from ready. They're just a few days. I could put them out here, but I ain't gonna be ready in a few days. I intend that once this is running, I think I can take a bit of a break. I might put my sweet corn in because that ain't gonna take a long time, but I think I can take just a bit of a break, get to working on saws for about a week. And that's what my plan is. The ones of you that I've been in contact with, you know what's going on. Those of you that haven't heard, we have a real shipping problem. I mean, it's major. The post office lobbies are closed, so that's out. Our UPS FedEx store is closed. The nearest place you can even go, what is that? They got FedEx. No, they're closed door now.
Horseheads?
Horseheads. But I don't think that's an actual store there.
No, it's a shipping warehouse.
Yeah, it's a shipping warehouse. But we're trying things. We're going to see if we can get at-home pickup going. That's what we're trying to do. That isn't as easy as I thought it'd be.
We got to get on them internets.
Get on them internets. You know the deal, people. I'm kind of tired. You kind of tired?
He's wearing me out, just so you know. By the way,
Yeah, I'm old man.
he's wearing me out, guys.
I've been around walking around in here stumbling and grumbling. And
Me too.
He's been taking it and in stride because he knows we're getting there. We're getting there, people.
We are getting there.
We're getting there. I'll tell you, I don't get into politics. I have my opinions just like the rest of you, but our governor's treating Western New York, all of New York, upstate, like it's New York City, and the rules that apply in New York City apply here, and this is the way he's got it. Good or bad, that's the way it is. There's nothing we can do. He's always siphoned the funds out of all the states support New York City. They're on a different tax bracket, much lower than we are. We pay the taxes. They don't pay what we pay. Because I might move to New York City. You picture me in the Bronx. Yeah, I've been in the Bronx. I've been in the Bronx dressed like this. Yeah, when I had back surgery a couple years ago. Yeah, just like this. You know what was funny about that? Them people down there won't even look at each other. They look to me. Yes, sir. They ain't never seen them like me.
Should have had your 10-gallon cowboy hat.
Yeah. I tell you, I miss you guys. I'd like to say I wish you were here, but you probably wouldn't like it here.
You'd be pretty muddy if you were here right now.
Well, you'd be muddy. You'd be muddy. We can't have the saws that we do have done. We can't even go run because you can't get anywhere near trees. I got two right up back here. I'm just looking at them. We're going to cut them two right there, Colin.
I'm doing this thing right now.
Yeah, but we can't do it right this second because we can't get there. Boy, I'll tell you, we need this wind here in the background. We really do. We need to dry this place out. It sucks. It really does. Okay. Let me tell you what our plan is. When you look down these benches, right here, what we're going to do, right up in the rafters, we're going to put two strings off the rafters. And we're going to fasten them right down on the table, like one here and one here. Or we might go diagonal with the plants. You tell me what you think you'd do with tomato plants. And what my plan is, that's how we're going to stake them. We're going to put the strings in, put the dirt in, then we're going to plant the tomatoes when they need tying. We're going to use little zip ties. Everything we're doing here, we're doing it the farmer way, you know, just this is what you got to work with. We're not buying special crap because we just ain't. The construction of this is probably a little unorthodox. This is what you can do in your own backyard. This is what this is. We had a cap. Initially, we set that about $500 can build a 16 by 20. It would probably take about $650 if you bought everything. We got a deal on all this lumber here from the sawmill guy. He had it laying around outside. It's miscuts and one thing. Another, we get little gaps like that. Well, just put a nailer over it. That dirt ain't gonna know that. It's just not. The good news is we have prime dirt. I mean prime. We compost our horse manure and old bedding hay, and we lime it when we compost it. We got a pile we've been saving just for such a thing as this. And it's been 8-9 years since we piled that up, and we're going to get into it. So I'm expecting to see some awful good black dirt. It's going to make the world go around for us. So I hope you guys understand we will be getting directly back to building saws. It may be a bit of a fit getting them shipped. I hope, I've said this time and time again, the more I say it, the more emails I get. What about this saw? What about that saw? Well, if it's got to be shipped, we got a problem. Right now, temporarily, till it dries out, we got a problem even running them after we build them. You know, just bear with me, folks. This ain't my style. This ain't my rules. This is something that's imposed on us. We will get through this together. This has not been good for this channel. everything that's going on, because the type of videos I make, I may had to make an abrupt change just to get you something. And there's enough of you have an interest in our little greenhouse project that you want to see. So I want to show you. Yeah, we're going to have a biscuit video here coming up pretty quick. Next time we make batch biscuits, we're going to show you. You're going to like them biscuits. How'd your taters turn out, those of you that made them? Turn out good? I see here some of you going to add this or that to it. I've tried the onions. I've tried this and that. I like them best just fried. Just a potato. Let the food you put it with be its accent, you know. We did make a trip to town. There were some supplies we were low on. One of them was nails.
I don't know where all those went.
We're using more nails than we thought. It's going to take 2 boxes of the 8s for this project, ring shank. We use ring shank for everything. And it took more than a box of 16 so far. And so you got that to think about. We built this where we can still pick it up and move it. But I'm kind of liking where it is. Maybe next year, if this works out, we'll add on, because we can go another 15 feet that way if we wanted to, or go 12 foot wide, the length of it, or both, or whatever. Or this might be enough. When I was trying to figure out how much room is this really got. Well, if you got 3 feet wide, 62 feet long, plus a 12-inch wide, 60 feet long, all the way around the outside, that's a pretty fair amount. Now realize some of this stuff you can get 2 crops of. You know, the short term, you know, the stuff that's like 70 day in the greenhouse. One thing I'm going to do in both ends, we're going to run probably a pair of box fans for exhaust fans. This side over here, you can count on a fairly steady breeze most of the time coming in. So we're just going to build little like drop windows that you can close up at night and open during the day for when it gets real hot. And we'll exhaust the air out. The one thing we know we need is we need air circulation in here. We know that. Just for pollination. And so when you build a greenhouse, this is something you think about. This is not a hard project to build. It's very simple. I told you we're 4-foot centers on the walls, 3 foot up above in the rafters. Now, the one thing we did do, now if you look how nice and tight that ceiling is and everything else that you can see there, we're putting nailers right over on every stud and every rafter. That's going to keep this plastic much better. This is more of a agricultural plastic we use. It's 6 mil. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Did you try to pull out a piece of this?
Oh yeah, I've been pulling on it, trying to get it tight.
Well, you try to get this stuff to it don't
stretch.
That ain't no, I don't stretch. Good. I don't want it to. We might try to keep this through the winter, not running. We had this bright idea. If we went and got a nice heavy tarp, we might even have one, and just threw right over the whole roof and tied that bugger down. We might be able to save this plastic, and it might run another year.
Put some dirt bikes in there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, start dirt bikes in here. Boy, we got platforms right here we can work on.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at this table right here in the middle.
Boy, this
Perfect
table
for
in the
working on
middle.
bikes.
Just need a little ramp. Put that right up there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. A lot of activity. I noticed something. People are testy today. Real testy in the stores. Grumpy. Yeah. I almost had a head-on collision with another man with a car. I don't know how that was going to work out. But we got through that, too. Some poor lady was grumbling about her 6-foot butt. I don't know what the hell that was about. She backed up and ran into my cart when I turned the corner. And
Her 6-foot butt or yours?
I'm probably mine.
You're mine.
Yeah, she would try to tell me, we're supposed to be 6 foot apart. I was like, but it sounded like I got a 6-foot butt, so I got my laugh for the day, 6 foot butt. Yeah, lady. Nah, she.
Yeah, we get those from time to
I
time.
ain't never knocking nobody for nothing, but it fit. Okay, I just go that way. It fit. She had an extended trunk area.
Some junk.
Just that. Add that. She was that lady. That's what she was. There's a lot more going on with this little greenhouse project than meets the eye. We still got to put the back panel and the front so it'll hold the dirt. I'd like to see this. I really like to see this dirt 10, 12 inches, honestly. I really would. That's a lot more dirt than what I want to carry, but if we do it once and do it right. The problem I see developing on this greenhouse is because we are using composted hay and horse manure. I know that we're going to have to really work out the weeds. But the weeds, I'm not going to be on my hands and knees doing it. The weeds are right here. As they come up, get rid of them. Get rid of them once, maybe twice. And we shouldn't have any problems after that in this greenhouse. I'm really kind of excited about getting this going. Our little plants are doing so wonderful. They really are. And old Jack, I got to tell you something. We got an old donkey. He's way up back. I may be able to get you a little. You might see him in the distance. He's an old cream-colored donkey. He's a mammoth Jack, is what they call him. Way up there. See that old bugger? Yep. Now you guys are going to call me a liar when I tell you how old he's going to be this coming week. That donkey is going to be 56 years old. And, yeah, think about it. He's just an old fart. He don't move fast. He just snail's pace. He gets excited, he'll do it. But you wanna see something funny with him? He knows he's paid his dues. You can ride him. I won't. He claps. But kids could. And he's broke good. You put a saddle on him and you face him north and he's a sundial. He won't even breathe. He won't move. He says, no more. I'm retired. 56 years old. Can you imagine? Boy, we got 4-wheelers running up and down the road, and we got buggies, and
Tall Pines closed.
yeah, Tall Pines closed.
There's some new Tall Pines.
We don't get much police protection down here right now. They're staying in the towns. I don't know what they're doing. They've been patrolling up and down. We've seen state troopers patrolling up and down city streets. Yes, sir, we have. I know. You can guess too. Yeah, you can, get you. But I think the world went crazy. I think the powers that be, some of them overreact a little bit, make it hard on them and ourselves. It's election year. Count them. Count it. Just count it. Just count it up. Tell me there's no sides to these elections. I don't care who you are. You can say, well, I vote this way and I vote that way, and another guy disagree and votes the opposite. Don't matter to me. I want the right person. And I said person in office. That's what I want. I want to know the track history. What have they done? What have they accomplished? Are they good at business? Are they good at politics? Can they fend off politicians? Can they do what's right for the common person? Do you realize that all of us in this U.S., I want you guys to listen to this good. We are the silent majority, by far. The silent majority. We vote. Some of us. A lot of people in the last 30 years got the attitude, why should I vote? I can't make a difference. You don't think one vote can? Yes, it can. It really can. If you want to do something about making sure your country's safe, you get the right person in office, even your town elections. Get the right person. Get the right person. That's all I got to say. And that's all you're ever going to hear about me from politics. Like I said, I got my own views. You can probably guess a few of them. And maybe you couldn't. Who knows? Spring's here. Weather has broke.
I think it's tricking us.
The leaves are starting to bud. That old big old maple tree over the house there, he ain't budding out none too soon. Normally, way before this, our trees are budded right out. They're just getting where they're mowing grass. My neighbor did it last video. He looked right over and seen this video, and he just mowed. Well, my grass is more important, so that's what I'm going to worry about. So he did. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Little tour. I'm going to stand you up. I guess look what we're doing. If you guys get ideas, we've never done this before. We're trying to educate ourselves. What would you like to see? Yeah, we left that end up open until we got done working in here because we got the north side open too. It was going to get hot. We got that nice big old beam we put together up there. We definitely have more to do, don't we? I think get-togethers right now are a bad idea for us. So, at some point, we're all going to see each other. I don't think you'll see too much activity. I wanted to go cut with Tim Barton. I want to go cut with Eric Nelson. I want Bucking out here to cut with me. Go on a short little part of a tour for him. Guys, reality check. We gotta do what's right. We just do. There's always another year. Maybe by spring something will change. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I hope so too. We're blessed people as Americans. If we can't pass this test, we don't deserve to go on another step. So, let's just buck up, share thoughts and ideas with each other in the comments, talk to each other, open them lines of communication. Let's support each other in our problems. I'll tell you what, you guys are smart people. Every one of you out there has got something to say. And you go through some of the videos in the last couple of weeks or 3 weeks, last 3 or 4 videos, and look at some of the comments. Read them. You tell me there ain't some sharp cookies. I'm learning from you. I think I'm learning far more from you guys as a collective than any of you learning from me.
We've implemented a lot of the suggestions right from the comments, right here, right now.
That's right.
We put a lot of them up.
When you got something to say, I'm going to recognize it, and I'm going to do it, and you're going to see it in action. I don't want it any other way. As I know a few things. I know stuff about junk. That's what my boy said. I know stuff about junk. But I'm going to tell you what, I sure ain't a know-it-all. Because about the time you think you got everything figured out in this world, you find out you don't. But the revelation of that is that you can't be closed-minded. Right? In times like this, don't be closed-minded. Think about this. Just think about it. And I'm gonna make another video here another day or so. And hopefully we get to see a little more of this project. I know you were interested, some of you. This is what I got until we can get back to saw room.
Honeybees right there.
We got honeybees down back?
Yeah, they're pollinating right outside.
Well, we're not going to have trouble getting bees in here.
Definitely not.
Do you know there's a bee tree right up back?
Is there?
Yeah, I smelled it last year. I smelled a bee tree.
Huh.
And their honeybees were thick. And you know what? I'm kind of glad of that right now. I really am. Bucking, Hogan, you guys stay safe, friends. And take care of each other. All of you do the same thing. You take care of each other. I got a prediction I'll make. I'll bet you New York State, even though that the countryside relatively has low numbers of a problem, we have numbers here. I mean, it's no joke. And we've had losses. We've had losses. None real close to me by no means, because anybody in my family or I know, they don't live in towns. They live in the country. In the towns, they got a problem. But you take care of each other, all of you. And I'll see you on the next go around here. We'll do another one right soon.
Prediction.
I want to let you know things will return to normal on this channel soon enough. It will, but we got a few little small fires we got to put out, so to speak. We got to get our spring planting in. I told you that. When that's well on the way, we're going to get back to other things. We will have a few surprises for you. Okay, stay safe, people, and you take care. Goodbye.